Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online.
Good day, class. Today we are going to have a quick road safety lesson. Step 1. Always stop when you get to the road. Step 2. You have to make sure to look left, right, and left again. And as soon as you don't hear or see any more cars, then you are free to cross the road. Remember everyone, look left, right, and left again. Now everyone, I hope that you will continue to cross the road safely. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is a balanced diet and road safety. And before we get into any lessons, grade 1s, we know that we need to sanitize. So let us sing our special sanitizing song. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Yay! Good job, everyone! For today's lesson, we will be talking about counting, division, and the k sound. For our lesson now, boys and girls, let us all turn to page 6. On page 6, we are going to be counting. Now, the type of counting we're going to be doing involves us skipping some numbers. This is called a skipping counting series. So, they have given us the first 3 of all the numbers. What we're going to do is do the first one that we can see and the second one that we can see. That way you will know what to do in the end. So, let us take a look at our exercise. Now, they have given us 2, 4, 6. But before we can answer what is in this box, we need to find out what are the numbers in between them. So, if we are going to count from 2 to 4, that means we need counters. On my table, I have some counters. Now remember, counters can be anything. In this case, our counters are bottle tops. So we're going to start with 2 counters to see if they are enough. Remember, we need to move from 2 to 4. So let us see if we are able to do it. Let us move all the other counters out of the way so that we do not get confused. There we go. So we are now saying we are counting from 2 to 4 to find out how many numbers are in between. Let's start. 2 is already there. So we say 3, 4. So we know that we have 2. And then we need to know how many are between 4 and 6. 4 is already there. We say 5, 6. So we also have 2. Now we need to know what number would be here if we used 2. So 6 is already there. Then we say 7, 8. So our number would be 8. Then we say 8 is already there. 9, 10. So the next number is 10. After writing our 10, we say 10 is already there. So we have 11, 12. So the rest for this one, you're going to do by yourself. Well done. Now, we can do the next one. They have given us the numbers 13, 15, and 17. So before we can go to this box, we need to understand how many numbers are between these two, 13 and 15. So we need to count from 13 going to 15. Again, you can use your counters. Let's see how many we need. We're going to put 4 counters, and then the ones we don't use, we will put them aside. So we have 13 is already there, 14, 15. So we have used 2 counters again. So it takes 2 numbers to get to 15. And now we want to find out from the 15 how many it takes to get to 17. So we say 15 is already there, 16, 17. So there are 2 counters again. Now we will use these 2 counters to get to the missing number, which is 17 is already there, 18, 19. So our answer is 19. Then we say 19 is already there, 20, 21. So we are going to write the number 21, a 2 and a 1. Then we say 21 is already there, 22, 23. That's the next number, 23, a 2 and a 3. The rest of that one you can do by yourselves. So make sure, boys and girls, that you first look for the numbers that are in between here. Then from there, you can use those numbers to try and fill in the rest of the counting. Take your time with this one, and if you need help, that's okay. Then for counters, you can use bottle tops, you can use your colors, you can use anything that is not dangerous. After that, you can move on to the next page, page 7. On page 7, we are going to be doing the balanced diet. Now, it is going to be our job to find out how many in each by sharing. The first one is to be shared by 2. So instead of doing these ones that are already there, we want to show you an example of how you can share by 2. Now, I have some examples on the board. Here I have my leaves, and we are going to try and share those leaves by 2. These 2 circles are the ones that I will be sharing my leaves in. So make sure that you, on a separate piece of paper, have somewhere where you can share your diet foods. We have our leaves, and then we'll put our answer in the circle. We're going to start by saying 1 leaf for circle A, 1 leaf for circle B, 1 leaf for circle A, and 1 leaf for circle B. After that, we need to count how many each of them have. 1, 2. Circle A has 2. 1, 2. Circle B also has 2. So, if our answers are the same in the two circles, that means that our answer is 2. So, take your time and make sure you draw only 2 circles for sharing. Let's try the next one. We have some juicy bananas. Remember, we need 2 circles to share because we're sharing them by 2. So, now that we have our circles, we need to share. Circle A will get a banana, and circle B will also get a banana. Now we need to count how many bananas are in each circle. 1. Circle A has 1. 1. Circle B also has 1. So that means that if the answers are the same for each circle, our answer is 1. So that was sharing by 2. Underneath, they have now asked you to share by 3. So what you can do now is, instead of drawing your 2 circles, you are going to draw 3 circles. Then you begin to share. Circle A has 1. Circle B has 1. Circle C has 1. Then we go back. Circle A has 1. Circle B has 1. Circle C has 1. Now it's our job to count how many are in each circle. 1, 2. Circle A has 2. 1, 2. Circle B has 2. 1, 2. Circle C has 2. So, if the answers are the same for all 3 circles, 2, 2, and 2, that means our answer going in the big circle is 2. So take your time, boys and girls. Remember what we have just said. First, you need to draw 2 circles when you're sharing by 2 so that you can share equally. They must be the same answer in each circle for you to put in the big circle. And if you're sharing in 3s, you need 3 circles and it's still the same answer for each circle. And if it is correct, you put the answer in the big circle. Have fun with your maths today. Take your time with both of the exercises. Use your counters and count out loud. I will see you when you're done after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
For our listen now, boys and girls, let's go to page 8. On page 8, we are going to be doing the K sound. Now, K has a capital letter K and a small letter K. It's going to be your job to trace both the capital letter K and the small letter K. Now, after you're done tracing, you need to draw a line from the circle to each of the images that begin with the letter K. The words we have there are kite, giraffe, kettle, king. So make sure that you draw a line to each image coming from the circle. After that, you need to trace the big letter K and then write it. Then underneath, you will trace the small letter K and write it as well. From there, it will be your job to color all the pictures that start with the letter K. Be very careful because the sound K and the letter K share the sound with another letter. So take a good look and make sure you color the correct ones. For now, let's try some of the activities together. Now I have our capital letter K and our small letter K, and we're going to try and put them, or rather trace them together. We will start with the capital letter. Now as you can see, it starts at the top line. So both of the lines start at the top line and then end at the bottom line. So we will start by going down, and then we will go across, join it at the dotted line, and down. That is capital letter K. Now let's try another one. We go down from the top line, then we lift up our pencil, and then we say across to the dotted line and across going down. So make sure that when you're doing your tracing, you are going to first follow each trace dot. And then you are going to have to press your pencil hard on the paper. Once you do that, you'll be able to slow down so that your work is beautiful. We're now going to try and write the letter K. So the capital letter starts at the top line, and then we go down. We lift up our pencil, and then we start at the top line, going across to the middle line and across. Now that we've done the capital letter K, let's do the small letter. Now the small letter also starts on top. So we go down to the bottom line. But instead of now going to the top line again, we are going to go to the dotted line. That's where it will start, and we say the dotted line and going across down. So small letter K does not have long arms like the big letter K. Let's try again. It will go down. From the dotted line, we say across and across. Good job. Now let's try and write it without the trace lines. We will start at the top like how we have been doing, and we go down. We lift up our pencil. We start on the dotted line and we say across and down across. So take your time when you're writing the letter K and make sure that you start at the correct places. Don't forget to press your pencil down hard as well. Now before we continue, I have a few words that start with K that we need to talk about. The first one that we have is the word kiss. Now I know your parents, mom and dad, when they're saying goodbye to you or when they're telling you that they love you, they sometimes give you a little kiss on the forehead or on the cheek. So that is the word kiss. And when they do it, they say, mwah. But now because of COVID-19, we cannot actually kiss anyone because we need to maintain our social distancing. So make sure that if you are around someone you do love, like your parents, you can show them love in a different way, but not touching them, especially in public. Let's now move to the next one. We have the word keys. Now I have one key here, and this key or the keys that we use is to unlock something. Here, this key can unlock this lock, but it's not the only type of key that we use. We use keys to unlock doors as well, and to unlock gates and even safes where we keep valuable things. So the word keys starts with a k. The word kiss also starts with a k. Then we have a long word here. This word is Kilimanjaro. Now, Kilimanjaro is a beautiful place in Tanzania, a country that is in Africa. Kilimanjaro is a mountain. So this is called Mount Kilimanjaro. It is one of the most famous mountains in Africa, and when people go and visit it, they try to climb up the mountain to see if they can get to the top. So, Kilimanjaro starts with a k. So those are the 3 new words that I've given you today. Let's now continue our exercise by doing the sentence. Now they want you to circle each of the k words. As you can see, my sentence is not complete because I did not put a full stop. So I need to put a full stop first, and then my sentence is correct. Let's start by looking for all the k sounds in words. The king's key is in the kitchen. Let's read that again. The king's key is in the kitchen. So now we have to circle all the k we can see in the sentence. We have the word or a k in the word kings. We also have another k in the word key. There is another k that you can see, I'm sure, and that one you are going to circle by yourself. So take your time with this exercise, boys and girls. Please complete it neatly. Make sure that when you color neatly and correctly. And don't forget the rules about tracing as well. Can you think of any other words that start with k? I'm sure you can. Have fun, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson. I hope you had fun. Remember, if something was hard or you don't know what to do, that's okay. You can ask an adult for help. But just make sure that you end up finishing your work by yourselves. Now that we are done, we need to sanitize. So make sure that you sanitize the right way. When we sanitize, we rub inside our hands, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder, I have not seen Sashi today. He said he would come to say goodbye. Hello, Sashi. So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.